welcome back. Really quick today on Sunday craft day, we're making nets, N-E-T-S, nets. Basically use these for basically anything, but we're going to use these specifically for hanging our gourds so they can dry out over the wintertime. So this is just so you can see. Tools you're going to need are super high-tech. I need a nail. This is a spacer. This is a 4.0. You can get these in sets on Amazon, really thin or really large. And if you really need to, you can actually use something like a credit card, something that's stiff and a little bit wide. You're going to need one of these. This is a net making tool. Again, you can find these on Amazon. They come in different sizes. You can usually get a set of them. This one's on number 8. I like to use one of these. This just kind of keep everything together. And of course, whatever you're going to make the net out of. So to get started on these, what I usually do is go ahead and take my net tool and I load it. These are super easy to load. You just go over that middle hoop to the back, over the middle, to the back. You just keep going until you have it loaded up with however big you think you're going to need. And you can always, if you run out, if you're making a huge net, if you run out of these, you can always tie on more. Net tool all loaded up, carabiner, and your net spacer. To start this off, take a little bit of string off of that and wrap it around your spacer twice, like so, and tie it off. Okay, slide it off the spacer and go ahead and slip it onto your carabiner. This gives you your tension. I usually drive a nail into my desk, on my desk, doesn't really matter. And this gives me a little bit of a tension right here. I'm going to pull this away so you can kind of see it against the desk background a little easier. So to start this, take my spacing tool, go over the line, bring it through this hole, and then down. And then I bring this part of it up to about halfway. You may have to adjust it a little bit a couple times. Alright, with the net tool, bring it over your hand. Through those two here. And tighten it down. Remove your thing, move your spacer back up to here, through your loop you just made, back over your hand, tighten it down. And you keep doing this until you get your desired length. This is just working on basically the first row of your net, and we're working on the length. Just keep pulling it through. I mean, you can make this anywhere from a foot to 300 feet. It just depends on how big you want it. Okay. So for this next step, you have your top of your net. Go ahead and line it up, space it out. and take it off your carabiner. And what I take is a stick, in this case a chopstick, and I go through the top of this one, through the top, and I line them all up, just like that. Bring them together. So you have all those lined together. Now before, we took the spacer off on every loop we made. This one we're going to leave it on. Take your carabiner, feed it back through those loops, and put it back on your hook. Oh. And then turn your work around so you're getting your starting. I'm right-handed, so I bring it on the side. Okay. There we go. Now we're all lined up. So to start your width, take my tool over through that next loop, cinch it down like so, over the hand. It's the same motion every time. Bring it through, tighten it down. Now you want to leave that on there. You want to leave it on your card. Do the next loop on the bottom, bring it down, over the hand, through that one, and cinch it down. And you keep doing that all the way across. Do your next loop. Cinch it down, over the hand, behind those two on a loop. Cinch it down, leave it on the card. Your next bottom. And once you get this first row done, it pretty much lines itself up. Make it easier and easier every time. Through. And your next one. And through. So there is your first row. With all them on the cards. Go ahead and take your entire work and turn it over. So you're back on this side again. Pull your card out. And do it again. This time use the row you just created. To the bottom. Cinch it tight. Over the hand. Cinch it down. And you keep doing this section. Always remember to keep it on the card. And this will be your width. So since I did 6 holes per row on across the top, I want it to be pretty much a square. So I'm going to do 6 of these all the way down. very simple to do, therapeutic, and again, so many uses. You could use this for your garden, making trellises up, allow things to be able to climb up them. You can make your own nets for bird netting, make them however big you want to. If you're out camping or in a survival situation, you use this to make nets for fishing. I would use a smaller one, a smaller net spacer. You can use this for, if you use a bigger cord or a more durable heavyweight cord, use it to make hammocks with. When it's done, turn it over so I'm back on the right. Pull your card out. And you can see it starting to take shape as a net. And you keep going to that until you get your desired width. There we go. And you keep doing this process back and forth until you're done. And then when you're done with it, go and take it off your carabiner. And admire your work. And what you end up with is a longer one. I just tied this up because I wasn't ready to put a gourd on it yet. And there we go. Super simple, easy net making, so many uses, but another skill that's really worth having in your in your toolbox. And when you're ready and your net's all ready to go, take your gourd and tie it up. Oh. Disconnect the four sides, minus the nail. There you go. Now this is ready to be hung up. And let it dry. We go ahead and string this up, because why not? I like doing it crossways. And then that one, and then that one. A loop in it. Now it's ready to be hung and dried out over winter. So I hope this gives you another idea on what you can use. These are all drying out over winter, and next spring we'll take these down and cut into them and paint them and use these as flower pots on our back deck. So until next time, be safe, be blessed. Have a great Sunday, and we'll see you soon.